All right, we're back with another weekend scores. It was pretty fun scores this weekend. I did refrain from buying any bikes. I did look at a couple. I thought about it, but other guys wanted them worse, and that was cool with me. I have been working at the community cycling center. Oh, I was gonna put my community cycling center t-shirt on. I've been working there 3 weekends in a row now. Just Friday, Saturday, Sunday, working the retail counter, helping people not pick the wrong stuff and hopefully get some of the right stuff if they listen, which they never do. So I have some exciting scores. I still went to the Sunday salvage sale. I thought about not going because Sunday's a long day. I got to be at salvage sales at 9. And then I got to be at the real shop by noon, so there's not really any point in driving back across town. So I went to salvage sales, hung out for like an hour buying stuff. I told Gary I need to get breakfast before the real shop, and there's a new burrito place he loves called Habaneros over on like 7th and Broadway, and we're over on like 1st and Broadway, so we're pretty close. 1st and block or two up. So we walked over there and got these giant breakfast burritos. They make a real habanero sauce, which he said is just like basically olive oil. It's like crushed habaneros. It was amazing. They had a giant iced horchata machine, so we had a giant iced horchata, which I haven't had in years. And I loved every second of it. So that was super fun. It was the greasiest burritos, just dripping grease. And I have my light gray work shirt on, trying not to get it dirty. The day before that, Thursday I think, I'm going to mesh this guy for a few days. He put this old Nitto stem up for $10, and I finally I rode my bike over and we met up finally, and I picked up this Nitto stem for $10. It's nice, it's long, it's like 100 or 110 or something. Haven't actually checked it, but I'm pretty sure it's 25 for. These are not light, but this will be great for the touring project, or I was thinking about maybe even putting on a Terry if that Duray stem keeps slipping. Whatever, $10. Now something else that happened to me while working at CCC, I don't know if anything's going to come of it, I don't know, but a nice lady walked in, she was moving, she was downsizing, she was donating some bike boxes and some parts and some old bikes, and she just said to the shop generally, hey, does anyone here know anyone who's looking to buy some frame building equipment? I built 3 or 4 frames, I bought a bunch of new stuff. It's like 10 years ago, I haven't done it in years and years. So I wanted to buy some stuff, and everyone pointed right at me, and I was like, yeah, I probably do. So we talked for a couple minutes. She's got like an anvil jig, a 3.0. She said she has the Brignelli alignment table I've been looking for. She said she has a lot of little jigs and stuff. I desperately told her I wanted to. One of the other coworkers told me I couldn't talk about buying and selling bike stuff on the clock because they're nonprofit and reasons or whatever. So I gave her my email, my backup email, and my phone number, but I have not heard back from her. This has been 2 or 3 days. I've been desperately checking my email and my spam box. I want that Brignelli alignment table. That means I can start showing you guys real alignment videos. A lot easier than trying to do it in the stand by hand with 2x4 and stuff. She said she has torches, she has a lot of stuff. I was trying to get rid of my storage unit, but I might have to expand my storage unit stuff and buy all the stuff. We'll see. I need to get a place with a garage, but I don't want to move or pay extra rent or deal with the reality of life at all. But I did get a big bag of stuff at the old salvage sales, and I did get these wheels there, and I spent very little dough because salvage sales is amazing. I do have some stuff I've been collecting. You get a used parts allowance as a perk at the community cycling center. It's all donation, it's a nonprofit, there's tons of used parts, and it's a nice thing they can do for their employees. I have put 5 or 6 things aside in a little pile that I'm going to buy with that, but haven't got them yet. He keeps saying I can use it. He keeps saying I can use it at salvage sales too, so my money will go real far. But he keeps making me pay cash because he hasn't got it set up. But I got some good stuff. Same thing again. I went through some of the bins, and I went through my favorite little red bin where they throw all the miscellaneous new stuff. And there wasn't much. And then they opened the back of the truck up, and there were some bins in there that had not gone through thoroughly or at all. So I dug through and found some fun stuff. Like my boss, who runs the salvage sales, walked up as I grabbed these out of the bin. I'm like, yoink! Saw him and grabbed them. No one wants these, they're too narrow, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I was just saying stuff. He's like, hey, did I say Nitto on them? I'm like, oh, don't even worry about it, bro. They're too narrow, no one cares. But these are some nice Nitto Fixie 25.4 B260 AA little black riser bars. They're so small, they're so dumb. I do like to build a lot of fixies. I might use these on one, or they might go on eBay. I don't know. That's pretty fun. Check out this bar. So this has a specialized little barely swoopy bar with this wild sake Japan upright stem. At first I thought it was the Nitto stem that you could run upside down or right. The original threadless stem that came with its own cool adapter. It was this weird Sakai one. I don't know. It's cool. These bars just say Specialized. I don't know. I like them. I think they'd be cool for an old fixie too. I do have some old Specialized bikes I might turn to fixies. It'd be fun. Or put on eBay and see if anyone cares. I have my other old rare Specialized flat bar in 26.0 on eBay and no one cares. I found this saddle and everyone's making fun of it. Oh, you should get this. It's so dumb. Dude, it's a triathlete saddle. Every one of these I've ever gotten I put on eBay for like $89 and gotten it, or people give me an offer for like $69. I just take it. So everyone else is laughing. I'd be buying, and I'll be putting this ISM Pro 1.0 50 little. It's a really short one. It might be a woman's one or something. The rails look really nice. I'll be putting this on the eBay, and if I get 50 or 60 bucks for it, I'll be pretty stoked because you know I give the old salvage sale $5 for it. There's no scuffs. I mean, it's a little dirty, but like nothing's like cut through the leather at all. It's never been wrecked on. Time trial saddles. In the bins of stuff, there's one set of size small NJS toe clips. I could not get them. I don't know. No one cares. I have that really small Schwinn I'm going to do a fixed gear build on. That'd be perfect. I found these two pieces of medical industrial stainless steel straws. I thought maybe I could use these to bend stays or something. I don't really know, but I got them. I found this crank. It was only the drive side with the ring. They charged $5 for a single. But you know, he sort of rounds up for me, so I paid way too little for this stuff. They give me good deals trying to butter him up to go work there. But it's got a 46 tooth, 144 BCD, it's 165 silver crank. Sometimes I'll grab stuff like this there because it's real cheap and it doesn't really matter. And I can always sell the ring for I can sell the ring for $10. But often, if I wait a week or two, the other side, the other missing part will show up. It'll be single and no one will know. It'll be like, oh, snagged mine. Carl found this in one of the bins, and I'm like, yep, I want it. It's a bike license plate that says Cruisin'. I'm totally gonna hang this off the saddle on like my beater bar bike or a fixie or something. I don't know. It's pretty fun. Here is a bag. There's a couple of bags that they definitely did not go through, and I just grabbed some stuff and threw some stuff back, and he saw something in there he wanted. He's like, oh, wait, I want that. I was like, oh, yeah, I don't care about that at all. I'll give it back to him. But here's a little 104 BCD. It's a little chain wear, but not much. The outside looks good. Little bash guard. I love these. This is probably the ring that was on it. It's a nice silver salsa. It's got some pretty heavy wear. This is definitely used as a one-by or probably a fixed gear. It's a little mushed. It's a little mushed. It's a little mushed. Have you ever heard of dressing chain rings? You can take a small file, and like sometimes they're mush. The aluminum like expands around the outside because it's mushed in instead of worn away. And you can just knock that mushing off because that mushing will grab chains and cause them to suck and be weird. But 32 tooth, 104, T7075 salsa. Other than the mushing, it's in great shape. You can always file that off and flip it around, run on the outside. It's like brand new again. Another little bash guard, another little race face. 104 BCD, small. I don't know if I have one or two of these. I don't know if I sold or not. Look at this. This looks like a brand new ring in the box to me. This is a narrow wide, 50 tooth, 110 BCD Decus asymmetrical 4-bolt. Brand new in the box chaining. Why would anyone want an asymmetrical 4-bolt 50 tooth narrow wide single speed ring? I have no idea. This is not, oh, it might be. I guess it's the right package. I don't know. I'll put it up on eBay, man. It's new and cool. I don't know what it's worth. It might be cool. Here's another bag in there. We are desperate for tools at the shop. Multi-tools and thing. And here is a multi-tool in this bag that is broken or missing. I think this is missing a nut. Part of the bolt. Maybe this goes on it. I don't know. I don't know. Old goat multi-tool with an 8mm and little wrenches and it's a little bent. It's a little mangled. It could be straightened out, I'm sure. Okay, so maybe that needs some work, and that's why it was in there. But there's also this set of 9-speed Dior XT flat bar shifters. They need some work. Huh? They need some work. We'll spray them down and see if we can save them, but that's great. Here's a single LX front triple. It's also frozen. It needs some work. It's almost working. But if you see my videos, you can almost always save these old Shimano shifters by just filling up the guts with silicone-based lube. It doesn't even really matter the brand. I used to think it did. But turns out just about anyone just makes them, just blasts the old Shimano grease out and makes it nice and soft again and makes them start working. Sometimes you gotta do it a week again later. If you get them working, then don't actually ride the bike, you might have to do it a second or third time. This was in there. I was making fun of it. This is clearly like an under saddle mount that you would use like for a little saddle bag, but instead it's for like an inflator. It looks like a screw-in things for the CO2 cartridges. I don't know. We're making fun of it. It doesn't matter. He was gonna charge me. He charged me $30. He's gonna charge me $30 whether I got that or not. That's how I feel about a lot of this little stuff. Want some more stuff. This was sitting in the pile of hubs. It's a silver Dior LX, not fancy or cool, and so no one cared, but it feels good. It'll clean right up, and someone on eBay will want it. A nice silver, cheapy, probably Velo Orange bell or something, but totally cool. This is cool. They keep getting the single speed kits. They keep putting them into salvage, and I keep buying them. And some of the ones that are brand new in the box I sell on eBay. And then today we had a customer come in, or after that, and he's like looking for one of these kits, and we didn't have any. I'm like, you had 4 I set aside to bring back to the store, not to sell at salvage, and they didn't. And I got one today. I didn't want to be like, I have one in my truck, because we don't have one here. But Recon 22, some no-name brand, but it's got the spacers. It's got some external bottom bracket lock ring. It's got some real thin spacers, I think are part of it. It's got a random chainring bolt, a random brake bolt, a 20 tooth and an 18 tooth. Just a random bag of junk. One part of a dropout for some reason. Another spacer. A couple more little V-brake things, a couple of chain pins. Mostly just some recycling. But I'm curious about this random dropout. Why is it here? What's taped to it? And why, I wonder. Open. Sesame. Well, it's got some nuts in there, because it definitely bolts onto something. No idea, but I don't know what it is, so it's probably of no use. So it's probably just getting recycled. Is this part of this? Could it be part of this? Would it be part of this? I don't think so. I think it's some bottom bracket lock ring. But I'm not going to throw it away just in case it is a part of that. We'll find out when I go to try and use this someday. So that's cool, another single speed kit. Probably go on eBay. I'll get the dough. Got a couple sets of shifters. They keep throwing these shifters in there, and I keep thinking they're all dead. Every time I put some of these on eBay, I get money. So I started checking them, and they're not the worst. Like, these have the tops, they're a little scruffy. The hoods aren't sticky and dead. They have all the clicks. They sound really nice. They're Tiagra Flight Deck 9-speed. People are always looking for 9-speed stuff now. So I got them. I mean, sometimes I'll put these shifters up on eBay for 60 or 80 or 90 bucks, and sometimes I'll get it. Sometimes they'll sit there forever, but whatever, they're pretty nice. I grabbed these two for the same reason. They're black Sora 9-speed. Road double. They're a little scruffy, but not too scruffy. They have the tops. The hoods aren't bad. Like, they're a little scruffy, but, I mean, man, if you just need a thing that works, they have all their clicks. They got the little indicators on the top, and they work. Like, why wouldn't I grab these for 10 bucks? I found these separately, but I think they're a matching set. Shimano 600. This is the 7-speed one. I don't see the tricolor band. Sometimes it comes off. Shimano 600 tricolor with the 53, probably 39 rings. 53's got a little wear. 39's got a little wear. They're 172 5s. The cranks don't have any heel wear. They're not all scuffy. And separately, I found this, which kind of matches. It is also 172 5, also 6400. but it looks more like the 8-speed one. It has the tricolor bars on it. Tricolor! So I'm not sure if this is actually the matching set or just really close to the matching set. The tapers look good. These guys don't think these are worth money anymore. Carl was one of the guys there was doing a beater fixed gear build and had garbage cranks, and he was trying to put a set of these on this like modern, cheap, internet direct fixed gear. And I was like, don't. So there's a shitty bike up there that no one wants that has a nice set of black, cheesy, modern cranks and bottom bracket and brakes on it for this bike. Pull those off. The 600 stuff's worth money. Give it to your eBay guy. Like, I can get $45 for those cranks easy. Easy. People still want that. I passed on these cranks last week. They're in the free box. They're like chrome-plated aluminum Sagino GT cranks with big, ugly chrome rings. They're a little bit rusty and blah, blah, blah. And there's some really scruffy derailleurs with it. So I'm going to grab the derailleurs. But I decided to grab these this week because the other counter person, this person C, somebody in their, young person in their 20s, wants to build a single speed. I got a bunch of frames I'm willing to get rid of. I got a front wheel. I basically have all the stuff. They can get the rest of the stuff with the used parts allowance. But now I got a free set of cranks. You can probably use his inner chain ring. So I grabbed it for them just in case. We'll see. And I am saying they and them on purpose because all the young people all think they're special snowflakes by being non-gendered and obsessed about their gender and sexuality, which I think is the most boring and tedious thing in the world. But that is what the kids are all into, and they're all unique, special individuals for it. So I'm trying to be respectful, even though I don't really want to be, but, I am, because I'm nice. Here's a Shimano Mega 9, like 104 BC, so the outer chain is probably like an LX. It looks takeoff. It looks brand new. Pretty sure it's a 9-speed LX. Pretty sure? Close enough. I just grabbed another upright black stem because now I'm on this kick of getting these upright black stems for Avery's tall bike. And Avery's supposed to be coming over here, so after this, we're going to film a video for his bike. His bike is so big with the basket on so high, the center of gravity is high, we're going to do some weird stuff to make that basket sit low, low, low. But it's a 31.8, but it's really upright. I can't believe they get rid of this. Like, all anybody wants is upright stuff. And all they have is flat stuff at this shop. Got some derailleurs. I sell front derailleurs pretty well. Everyone's been looking for 31.8 front triple road derailleurs at the shop, and they have none. I pulled 3 or 4 nice ones out, told the boss to send them back to the shop because that's all anybody's asking for. It's a really dirty Sora, but someone's going to want it. Sora 9-speed. I grabbed this old, cheap, off-mega front derailleur. I don't know, it's old in 70s or 80s and cheap and campy knockoff and kind of cool. And, maybe somebody will want it on the eBays. Got this dude. It is a 4500, so it's a Tiago derailleur the logo has come off on. I don't know why I grabbed it. Really probably just for the bolts. We have a whole bunch of clamp-on adapters for the Brazon derailleurs that clamp on, and they'll have the round face. So you need this half-round washer and nut, and like all of their derailleurs at the shop are missing this, so I think I really grabbed this just to give back to the shop. To take those. I've been collecting these off dead derailleurs at the salvage sales and taking them to the shop and put them on a zip tie and hanging them next to the clamp-ons. No one who works the shop understands most things about bikes and just doesn't know what's worth saving and what's not. I keep saving parts that are missing, like the proprietary part that's always missing that makes them useless, and trying to sell them for top dollar. I'm like, you can't sell things that are missing. The impossible to find barrel adjuster, the impossible to find adapter. You can't do it. You can't find that stuff. Don't do it. God. This is from that box of parts last week. They put them out. These are new old stock cheapo hooray front derailleurs. They're old. They're 70s. They're new old stock. They have the screws. They have the cable stop on the bottom, so you can, if you have to run direct piece of housing and stuff. 2 of them, new old stock. They're cute. I don't know. I'll put them on eBay. Someone out there might be looking for them. You never know. Here is another. This was in there. It's a kind of beater Dura-Ace. It's pretty scruffy, but I grabbed it for bolts. It's got the pinch bolts. These usually have the tie hardware. It's got a 34.9 Brazon adapter clamp on it with part of a 31.8 shim. Just all the wrong thing. You have a Dura-Ace bike with nice Dura stuff, and you're going to use an adapter and a shim. Like, come on. But I grabbed it because it was in there and it was basically free and it says Durace on it. I'm a sucker. One complete set of the 424S just generic Shimano down tube shifters. I think these are usually 6-speed. They're totally complete. They have all their hardware. They're in the bag. I get 20 bucks for these on eBay easy. You get 2 minutes of cleaning up on them. So that's great. One Bone Traeger green anodized seat post clamp. Why not? I was just sitting there. 31/8 is the most common size for roadie stuff. Grabbed another Super Flash. I don't know if it works. I'll have to test it out. I don't know why they're sending this stuff to salvage. Like 10 people a day come in asking for cheap lights. And they just had a bin of these in the back that they hadn't processed. So I went through them the other day and put batteries and everything, made sure they work, and then put them all on the sales floor and sold like half of them instantly. Like, guys, don't send lights to salvage. That's wild. Ooh, check out these weird torque sticks. So I think it's a 0 to 5 Newton meters M4 torque stick. So you put it on a bolt and tighten it, and it just deflects this thing as the metal deflects from tightening to tell you how tight it is. I don't know. It's weird, but it's nice. M4 is a really good size, and these are nice and long, and I'll put them in my tools. I don't know what's wrong with me. I got one super cheapo, heavy steel, TIG welded like cruiser stem. I don't know why. It's really upright, and I have a feeling that someone I do a project for sooner or later is going to want to get their bars closer in and more upright, because that's all anybody wants. So I grabbed this cheap, heavy stem. And this has been there for months, and I finally grabbed it. X-Sport, I think it's just like a little wheel guide for when you lock your bike onto a rack, and it's got little rails for T-nuts. I keep planning on putting this bike rack in the back of my truck. Maybe I can use this and bolt it in too as the guide for the back wheel. I don't know why. I shouldn't have. There's not that I didn't realize anything cool is going to come out to dig through yet. Another bead tie. I've always got bead ties just everywhere. These things are like 20 bucks for a pack of 100. They're not like cheap. Probably got 30 or 40 of these things off their floor and out their bins of trash. And I use them and I love them. They are great for hooking stuff up. Oh, the wheels. So someone came and donated these wheels to the shop while I was working on Friday. And I ran back there to look at them. And the back feels alright. It's got some wear. It's not too bad. But the front, it's got a big lip on one side. I swear it did. Maybe it was the back. Oh yeah, maybe this back has the big lip. And then they brought them to the salvage, and someone was looking at salvage and put them back, because this back one's like macked and out of true, and I've looked and it's got cracked spoke nipples. It's like, I don't want them. But they're Shimano 600 tricolor hubs, and they feel great. And they have the stickers in good shape. I am pretty sure this is the 7-speed only cassette body, but I might be wrong. It might be the 8 to measure. It looks like the 8, but it looks short like the 7. So maybe it's a weird stuff, man. They make 4 versions of this hub. But anyways, I'm just going to go ahead and cut all these spokes out and recycle the spokes and the rims, and I will sell those hubs on eBay, and I will probably get $49 for the rear and $20 or $30 for the front. I always ask $49 for 600 Ultegra hubs, and I almost always get it. Sometimes they sit for a month or two, but never that long. They sell quick. I got a lot less for the 105 hubs. Nope, just no one cares about 105 stuff. It is 99% of it is just as good as the Ultegra stuff, just cheaper, and just no one cares. But anyways, that is my Sunday salvage score. Maybe I'll buy all this frame builder equipment, and that would be fun. Talking to a couple of guys who are trying to make maker spaces. A couple other guys with maker spaces who talked to me about spending $400 or $500 a month to renting some room in a maker space, which sounds expensive and dumb. I would have to put in some real hours there to justify that. I don't know if I want to start another small business that way. I want one that I don't have to spend that much money on to play with. I want a home garage. I don't want to move. Life's tricky, you know. My first world problems. But yeah, anyways, thanks for watching this week's thing. Hopefully I have a video from Avery. I got some more stuff for my little red anodized, tricked out Terry 650B build. I might work on that a little bit, make a video this week, if my stupid job doesn't suck up all my time. And anything else? And I'm kind of itching to start a new project. I really need to build another single speed. I got all that white stuff to do like a white single speed build. I have 3 frames I like for it, so I get all that stuff out and play with it and see what's going to be the coolest combo of things. So, and then I'm going to start on my city touring bike. I'm going to make myself another bike with at least 35s out of that Novara Randonnée. I'm thinking about getting it powder coated. I'm thinking about spending the money, getting it powder coated, so I can show you guys how to do all the facing and chasing. So I'll walk you guys through the whole process of powder coating it. The whole process of cleaning up powder coat, because powder coat gets everywhere and you have to clean it up. It's not like a liquid paint where maybe a little sandpaper on a wood block, you know, on the headset cups or whatever. You just press it in because the paint's only, you know, 1/10 of a millimeter thick or something. Powder coat is thick. That'd be a fun video. I should get it powder coated. The paint was just so mostly nice, but it's got a couple bad spots. And then if I do that, I'm definitely gonna change some brazons, add some brazons for the dynamo hub. I got a bunch of vintage 7-speed XT stuff I was thinking about using on it. We'll see. And making it a 1x and gear it real easy. And the big think about I have that big Portour rack, that Soma Portour rack that I had on the Nothing Special Schwinn. I got that powder coated to match. Last time I tried to powder coat a rack, they tried to charge me $150 for just the rack and $150 for the frame and fork. I was like, you guys are high. I was so mad. So I'll go and be like, nah, bruh, same color as the bike. You can't charge me the same for this one little tiny rack. You can't for a whole frame and fork. Come on. So we'll see. I'm going to go and harass him. I live real close to him now. I haven't been in there in years. That could be fun. Maybe a Sierra Gold. I'll pick whatever color is like the poppiest and most sparkly because it's fun. And I have the gold anodized chain rings and pulleys, and the XT stuff has the gold anodizing that's real clean. So we'll make it cheese-tastic. But anyways, that's some future plans. I'll probably help my new coworker do this fixed gear build. I'm gonna offer to have him to come over and do it, and I'm just gonna give him. I have so many parts they paid like nothing for from salvage sales, just sitting around that I can't sell. I'm begging people to give away. I already said I'll give a front wheel. I got tires. I got a frame. I got cranks. Like they have bars. I'm like, I'll give you a stem. Like whatever. You just need to buy a back wheel with your parts allowance. They have 3 good back single speed wheels at the shop for under $100. Just buy one of those, and we can build you a single speed in like a day. So we'll see. So thanks for watching.